Hi and welcome to my intermediate tutorial. That is a tutorial on Minecraft, how to survive your first night and how to play the game. Now this tutorial is geared toward those of you who have played games before, especially on a PC, are familiar with moving around and how to do things. So I'm not going to repeat myself too much as far as how to do certain things in the game. I'll expect you to remember those or check back through the video to get a refresher if need be. But we're going to jump right in because of our limited amount of time. Now if I look at my options first, right here, now I am on Minecraft 1.1 by the way, which is the latest version as of January 2012 here. But if I click on options, I have a difficulty level I can set. I'd recommend normal or hard for most people. Peaceful is going to be great for younger children though. If you're setting something up for your kids, nothing will attack them if you set it on peaceful. But we'll start on normal here and go ahead into single player and hit create new world. You can name this whatever you like. I'll just call it tutorial. And there's 3 game modes you can choose from: survival, hardcore, and creative. Hardcore and creative both a lot of fun, especially creative mode. But we're going to go ahead with survival since it's a little bit more challenging for us. And then I'm going to click on more world options. Now if you just want to create your own unique random world, don't even bother with this. But if you want to follow along with exactly what I'm doing, you'll need to click on more world options and put in a seed. And now normally, like I said, Minecraft will generate a completely new and unique world just for you. Nobody else will have the same world. But if you do want to recreate the same world over and over, if you put a seed in here, you'll be able to see the same world. So if you put in 111, just like I am, you will create the same world that I'm about to create here. It's generating our world here, and everything in Minecraft, the dirt, the trees, the leaves, even the clouds you can see up in the sky there, and my hand that you see as I left click to punch. My hand is made of a block as well. And as I'm looking around here, this dirt is a block. And what I can do with that block is destroy it and pick it up. And I do that by holding my left mouse click button down, my left mouse button. Click it, hold it down until that block is destroyed. And what happens then is it floats in the little space there until you go pick it up. And I use W, A, S, and D on the keyboard. W is forward, S is backward. A and D to strafe left and right. Use my mouse to look around. And I can pick things up in that way. I now have 2 dirt blocks. And if you see down here in my usable items bar, those are all the items I have available that I can switch to and put in my hand to be available to use. And I switch to different items in that toolbar by using my mouse wheel or the number keys, 1 through 9. So by hitting number 1, I switch back to my dirt blocks. Now we're going to get a little look around here, see what we're dealing with. We've got some snow. We've got a lot of trees here, which is great because wood is one of the most valuable resources. I'm going to go and look up here. Now I use spacebar to jump, just like most type of PC games. I'm going to walk up here. Oh, I have a desert. I think I even see some water off in the distance. And what we're looking for initially is the sun, and that's it right up there. Now that's the east. You can see the sun rising very slowly. I have about 10 or 11 minutes for it to cross the sky and set in the west. And that's the amount of time I have to prepare myself for the first night. And our primary objective this first day is to build shelter. Now what I'm going to start doing is collecting that most valuable resource of wood. And all I'm going to do, again, hold the left mouse click button down. I'm going to switch to my hand. I could do this with the dirt. You can see it takes a moment, but I finally do break that block of wood. I'm going to gather all the wood from this tree. Now you can see after I destroyed 2 blocks I was able to squeeze under this tree. That's because my avatar, or my little guy that I'm controlling, is 2 blocks high. And I'm going to keep on hitting this tree, gathering as much wood from it as possible. That little... I can't make that sound. But that's me collecting each piece of wood. And you can see it appearing down in my toolbar at the bottom. Alright, I have 8. I'm going to gather at least 10 to 12. The more the merrier as far as wood goes. And I would advise you, if you have time, even after you build your shelter, if you still have some daylight left, run back out, collect more wood. So that's something you need to do during the day. I have 12. I'm going to get a couple more, just to make sure we've got plenty, just in case. You never know. It's better to have more than not enough. Or too much, I should say, than not enough. And we have actually more than enough right now. I like destroying the trees completely, though. If you don't, they'll just hang in the air there. And see how that one got caught up there? It got caught on those leaves. So I can destroy those leaves until it falls down to me. Now the next thing I'm looking for is a place to build my shelter. These are little saplings that fall from the trees. You can pick these up, plant them elsewhere, plant new trees. They will grow. Now what I'm looking for is a hill. And it's got to be more than 2 blocks high, because what I'm going to do is dig right into it to make my first shelter for the night. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks high. This is plenty high. Some ice over there, icy water. And we're just going to dig straight into this hill here. Okay? You can see I can dig up this dirt, and I'm gathering the dirt, but now I've run into a new sort of thing here. What is this? This is stone. Now this stone, you can see it's a little bit tougher. It's going to be harder to break. So what are we going to do? Well, we need to make a tool to break that stone, to be able to dig into that mountain a little bit further. What I'm going to do is hit E on my keyboard, and this brings up my inventory and crafting screen. There's my little avatar. Over here is armor that I can create later. This is my crafting area, which we'll get to in a moment. This is my inventory, or backpack, if you'd like to think of it that way, of my items I'm carrying on me, but I can't use. They're not in my available to put in my hand at the time, which is what these at the bottom are. And these 9 items here correspond to that usable item bar on my main screen. All right, now in this crafting area, what I can do is take an item and do it just by clicking, not click and dragging, just clicking once time with your left mouse button to pick it up. I go up here, and when I right click, I have 18 pieces of wood currently. When I right click in my crafting area, it drops 1. Okay, I've dropped 1 piece of wood. Now 1 piece of wood on my crafting area can be turned into an output, and that output for me in this case is wooden planks, 4 of them. And by clicking here, that accepts this change, and now I have 4 wooden planks available to me. I'm going to drop all my wood right in there, and now by clicking on this continuously over and over and over, I can get a bunch of wooden planks, and that's plenty. All right, now I've got 48 wooden planks, and I've got 6 pieces of wood. I'm going to hold on to those, and there's a reason for that, which we'll get to shortly. Okay, so I've got these wooden planks. What I need to do now is help myself out, and what I'm going to do is grab these wooden planks, right-clicking again, drop 1 in each of my crafting squares. This is going to create a crafting table for me. I'm going to accept the crafting table, put it down in my usable items bar. I'm going to hit Escape or E to get out of this. I'm going to point at the ground and a space near me, scroll over with my mouse wheel to my crafting table, and right-click to drop it on the ground. There's my new crafting table. Now by actually right-clicking on this to use it, it brings up a new window with a new crafting area. And this crafting area is 3 by 3 instead of 2 by 2. So this is going to give me a wider range of items I can create. And the first thing we're going to create is by grabbing our wooden planks, right-click, put them in this configuration, one over top of another, and it doesn't matter where you put them. But 2 wooden planks in this configuration create 4 sticks. Now what I'm going to do is put a number of these down here. Okay, I'm going to create a bunch of sticks. And I'm going to click on these sticks. Now I've got 20 sticks. Alright, what can I do with sticks? Well, with these sticks I can make handles for tools I'm interested in building. And the first tool I'm going to build, one of my most useful tools, is 2 sticks and 3 wooden planks in this configuration. And you'll notice this kind of looks like a handle, and this kind of looks like the head of a wooden pickaxe, which is what we just created. Click on my pickaxe. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my usable items bar, move some of these other things around and out of the way. Let's create a couple other tools. We've got a handle, and we've got 3 wooden planks. That creates a wooden axe. One more tool for now. 2 sticks for a handle, 1 wooden plank. We've got a shovel. Now our shovel's for digging sand and dirt, things of that nature. Our axe is, our pickaxe is for digging stone and similar resources, and our axe is going to be for chopping trees. I'm going to hit Escape, and now I'm going to hold down my left mouse button and beat up my crafting table. If I switch to my axe, this will be quicker since it's wood. But what I did was I beat it up, and now I can carry it with me. Now what I want to do now, roll over to my pickaxe. Now I can beat the heck out of this stone. Look at that. I can cut right through here. Now you notice I'm making this 2 blocks high. That's how tall my guy is again. Doesn't need to be any higher than that. And I'm just going to dig back in here a little bit. I don't have to go too far, just enough. And I'm going to then shoot off to the side. Reason being, the bad guys that come out at night, some of them have bows and arrows, and we don't want him to be able to shoot me when I'm back in here. So I can dig back in here a little bit and have a nice place to stand and hide away if need be. Alright, you can make this any really configuration you want, but this seems like a good one here for now. Next thing I'm going to do, it's going to be starting to get dark pretty soon. I'm going to drop my crafting table. Problem is, what about this doorway? What do I do? Well, I could just take some dirt, right click, and drop it. Now watch what happens. Darkness. It's pitch black in here. We can't have that. We've got to have some light. And isn't that music nice? So we need to make light. What are we going to do? Let's right click on our crafting table. Now, when we were chopping through all that stone, guess what we did? We collected 27 pieces of cobblestone. That's extremely useful. I'm going to be using it for a number of things. Alright, and the first thing we're going to use it for, we're going to use it for right now. Let's pick it up and put it in the following configuration on your crafting table. 8 pieces around in a square like that, leaving the empty middle. And that's created a furnace for us. Let's pick up that furnace, drop it into our usable items toolbar. I'm going to hit escape, scroll over to it, and right click to drop it. Now a furnace, when I right click it, allows me to burn a particular type of fuel and burn a particular item. So in this case I'm going to put 1 piece of wood up there as my fuel. Now if you'll learn later, if you have coal, it's going to be even a better fuel. It'll burn longer for you. But for now I'm going to start with I'm going to put 2 pieces of wood up there, and I'm going to put the remaining pieces of wood right up here. So we're burning this wood, and we're actually burning both wood, but this is our fuel, and this is what we are converting into something new. And you can see here's our progress bar, and once that first piece of wood is burned, guess what we've got? We've got charcoal. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down here. Now I'm going to hit escape. It'll keep burning this. Okay, now it's used up my fuel already, but it's going to continue to make some charcoal for me. I'm going to go ahead back over to my crafting table, or I could do this by hitting E, because this is a smaller type of item I'm creating. I'm going to use my charcoal, and I'm going to use 1 stick. A stick with the charcoal right over top of it creates 4 torches. Torches are going to be extremely useful, a crucial tool for you throughout the game, because as you can see, it is getting dark. It is darker now than it was just a moment ago. And by right-clicking on the walls here, I can put up some torches. I'm going to be able to see now. Now I can take this dirt, throw it down to block up this doorway. I am perfectly safe, and I have light. Now, I don't necessarily like dirt in the doorway. You can leave it that way. You can even cut a hole right here. You can break this open. Leave a little window there for you to see through. As long as you have a place to hide from a guy with a bow and arrow, you're good. Nothing's going to be able to get through that particular window. But I'm not a big fan of dirt for a doorway. So what I'm going to do is right-click on my crafting table, and with my wooden planks, put 6 pieces down in this configuration and make a wooden door. Then scamper back out here, break up my dirt, and then right here on this block, so that we have a roof, I put up my doorway, and I'm going to head back in because it's nighttime and I don't want the baddies coming to get me. Just click on your door to open and close it. Alright, in my next video I'm going to talk about, okay, now we're safe, we've made our shelter for the night. What do we do now? There's a lot of things you can be doing in here, making some new tools, mining, that are going to keep you busy throughout the night to prepare you for the next day. Alright, and you can keep an eye for that daylight right here. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you can survive your first night successfully. Hope I helped you some, and I hope you listen to the next video. Thanks a lot.